The reason why they won't do that is because that's not how they make money, because they already screwed up the way of the little extra added money, like, with their Eververse and whatnot. Um,
That's what
See, they don't
fucked
get the
them up
chance to
even
sell
more.
$1 million game again if they don't make sequels, right? So I'm pretty
Right.
sure they're contracted, obligated, under contract to split it into sequels, because that's how they get money, and like that kind of screws the fan base, because they could do what this game Warframe's doing, where they just continue adding and changing on the base game,
Right.
and it would be good. It would probably be a better game to this day, like by now, if they just stuck with Destiny 1. But again, it's not gonna make sales because they can't like completely market like the same game pretty much for $60 and sell it to you again.
Uh, I don't know about that, but they could do. At least they is working with Activision, and Activision's working with them. They could do it like Activision did, fucking Black Ops 3. You know how they did Black Ops 3, and you get freaking. Well, that's on PS3. But when they did Infinite Warfare with Modern Warfare, remastered into that little big ass package deal right there. It's still like a
Hmm.
$60 game, but they remastered it. That's the only way they can actually combine Destiny 1 and 2 with Destiny 3. If they put it as a remaking, because the new console switch to get ready to come out, so more likely they're gonna be talking about Destiny 3 in 2019 at their Comic Con. But that's the only way they can actually do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with this, like, literally, it's under half of its player base. I'm pretty sure at this point. Like, so, and like I said, like everyone kind of knows, like, unless they up the ante, and release like huge. See, a good example of a game that doesn't fuck people over, and they release a game that's supposed to be a game they wanted to make, and it was epic, and is The Witcher. Like,
Mm.
especially 3, right? That game is a huge game in scope, in terms of scope and like impact in the gaming industry, and they don't charge you anything more than the game, first of all, the first game, and then like and I'm not exactly sure, I'm pretty sure there is extra DLC, but the DLC isn't just some arbitrary, like, here's a mission or two or three that's kind of one big long mission. It's like literal extra story, like, new chapters and shit, like to add on to the story or to explain something that was already in the story.
Uh huh.
Like, so that's why, but it takes a lot of work, but it's a relatively small team. I mean, it ain't that big, but it ain't that small. That's what she said. Um, but
Alright.
but no, I mean, and game developers don't do that. Like, your AAA game developers usually don't do that, because it's either too many resources, or like it's there's a structure that they want, like that makes money, more money, like, right? So like loot
Mhm.
boxes, and aesthetics. Any of the aesthetics in that game are actually free, I think, The Witcher or whatever. Um, uh, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but point being, it doesn't make the most money, and that's really all they're concerned about nowadays, is how much money they can squeeze out of people. And I'm not necessarily blaming Bungie in particular, but like, they're like,
Yeah.
not EA, they're bad, but Activision is almost just as bad. So it's not necessarily their fault, but again, they're a company just like anybody else, and if they have a way of wanting to do something, like uh hold up, sorry, someone said they want to buy Mirage Prime. 1 second. Or
Oh,
Blueprint.
you selling some stuff out? Dude, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah,
I
I've been
put
selling
like
stuff for Blueprint.
$20 in that game and bought freaking a Warframe and got an actual slot with it. I don't. That's see one thing about Warframe. They shouldn't make it too much like the PC version of it, because the
Yeah.
PC version of it is a hell of a lot different than the regular version. But come down to the case is I don't like how you have to keep buying slots, buying slots. That's
Yeah,
the
I don't like that
only thing
either.
that's
I feel like
fucking
they
with
should
me.
at least. I feel like it eventually maybe you should have to buy more slots, but I feel like on every level or two, like master rank level, you should get a slot.
Oh my god, that nigga does. Uh huh.
But yeah, that is essentially like my opinion on that. You're right about that. I don't like it either. Like for especially for guns, because there's a lot more guns in Warframe.
Ain't
Even
it?
if they don't
Nobody
give
ain't
you more.
gonna really do the warfare. They want to build a gun. I can agree.
Well, yeah, like even if they don't give you Warframe slots, because I don't think there's not 25 Warframes. I'm pretty sure. Like, I
It's
mean, I might be wrong. There's a
it's.
lot of Warframes, but I don't think
There
there's
we go.
25.
No, it's way past
Um,
25.
oh, it is.
Yes. Yeah, it's way past 25 warframes on Warframe.
I mean, 25 is a lot in terms of character. Like, I mean, okay, so Excalibur, yeah, you're probably right. Excalibur, Octavia, Zephyr, Nyx, Mirage, Trinity, Rhino, Ash, Necros, um, Neja. I might have said Neja, but fuck it. Nidus, um, Volt,
No,
Frost.
I'm gonna say this one thing and you can talk. The only warframe that I really like out of all of them is the glass warframe.
The glass Warframe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Gara, I like Gara in aesthetically, like to a degree. I like the glass on her. I feel like she got like old people hips though.
You just sucked up hardcore working out, trying to get all the pieces for her. Now I don't want it anymore. That should have been a
Um,
prime. She should have been a prime though. That was.
well, I mean, they
She
can't
should have
release a
been that.
prime as soon as they release a frame. Oh, you mean her look should have been someone's prime?
Yeah, like her weapon should have been like a prime weapon. Man. That shit is. I got her weapons. I just don't got her. It's easy to build a bloody weapon, but it's not so easy to build that fucking warframe.
Yeah, no, I feel you gotta have Kuva and stuff. Like, there's other Warframes that are harder to get though, like Mesa and Nidus. Uh, that I'm considering just buying Mesa, so I don't have to. Also, nowadays, if you no, yeah, Mesa is one of those ones. I can farm pretty much everyone else, but Mesa, getting Allied V coordinates is just a pain in the dick. Um, especially considering I sold all my coordinates.
Cool. That's all they need to do with Warframe is make it more easier for players to be able to get what they want. I can understand buying more slots for the weapon slot, but make it cost less. Make it more than what you have to use. You got other ways to buy shit. They should make it still stay the same. That, but you know that's the next generation of gaming right there. If you think outside of what the real game preventables or whatever you
Just
want.
yeah, having a game and like building onto it. Like yeah, I personally feel like that's how games should have been doing. But again, you can't continue to make unless you're constantly making content and charging for it. Which they have a good um,
But Destiny is kind of like Warframe. They took the idea from Warframe. That was Bungie actually did.
yeah, no, yeah, they took a lot of ideas from a lot of game companies. But it wasn't free to play. That's where they fucked up. Um, sorry, I'm kind of distracted selling junk. But no, I mean that's just in general what games should do. They should come out with a game, have the concept, and just build onto it. Like and Destiny, if they would have stuck to that like idea, then it would be a good game today. Like right now, where they tried to like pretty much make a new game but withdraw content. Like literally, they take away your shit in the game. Like,
Mm-hmm. They do. They take away a lot
so
of
all the
stuff
shit you
from the
worked
player.
for 2 years, in Destiny 1, don't mean shit in Destiny 2.
I heard that they brought back a certain weapon back from D1 to
No, they brought
D2.
a few weapons back, which kind of pisses me off. Like, well, not only did they bring them back, they made them terrible. Like,
They nerfed the shit out of
and
them.
well, first of all, one was not necessarily the weapon; it's a hand cannon version of it, but it's pretty much just the hand cannon version of the Red Death. It's
Yeah.
called Crimson Death. Yeah,
I
and it
ain't
just
get
shot
that one
three
yet.
bullets. And the damn thing, uh, it just shoots like a regular Red Death. It does the exact same shit except worse. Um, they brought back the, what is it called? It is a fusion rifle.
I'm tired of
Um,
fusion rifles. They can never
Telesto.
nerf them shits. Fuck.
Telesto. They had Telesto. Um, they brought back. What else did they bring back? They had some really cool weapons, like the laser beam weapons, but like they just added that in Destiny 1. Like they probably had that planned actually, and they're like, well, save all those assets for the sequel that like we, you know, sell people.
And we hope we can just sell a good amount of copies for the amount of time we put in for this game. Oh yeah, we didn't. We fucked up. We don't got
No,
none of
yep.
our old players back.
Dante, this is cute. Someone says want to buy cheap Nova Prime. Oh, that's cute. Her fucking chassis ain't cheap. Like easily, it easily goes for 90 flat, 80 to 90. Someone wants to buy Kavat imprints, but I don't want to sell the ones I got. So
I need to get a prime, and I need to get finished building my freaking clan base. But I only got like
yeah, getting
two
primes are pretty
freaking.
easy, man. Like all you gotta do is farm and
Man, I don't want to
like farm
farm
farm.
anymore. If I want to farm, I just go back to D1. Tired of doing that now.
Yeah, but this is, in my opinion, more rewarding than Destiny 1 farming because there's not just like I'm looking for that one exotic, you know, for 2 years. Some people, Might have Multi-Tool was brought back. The Hard Light was one that they original launch. My friends let me know some of the exotics, but no, I just think this game's farming is just more rewarding because aesthetically, in my opinion, a lot of it looks better, like cooler, if you want to say that. Then you got the guns farm, the warframes farm, which I guess you can kind of argue is armor, but that's not really the case because they have different abilities. Which some of these frames have kind of bogus abilities, like, and I think the animations need to be worked on because Ash. Dante, tell me what you know about Ash. Because I'm still just kind of struggling to figure him out. I guess I kind of get it. You go invisible to use your one, like, target insta-kill abilities and shit. Is that essentially how you use them? You don't know nothing about Ash?
I don't know too much about Ashley neither. I just know I didn't want them, but right now I got the ice prime.
Yeah, because, like, personally, I'm assuming that's his R1 triangle, right? Yeah, because first of all the animations look jank. They don't. It doesn't show you long enough to like. I'm assuming your character's supposed to do high damage, essentially finisher moves to an enemy, regardless of whether or not like it's gonna kill him. And it's supposed to look cool while doing it, but like it's the quick janky little like shot. So what? Well, yeah, no, I mean I bet, but like now it's just some janky little like quick cap scene and then it cuts to like some other janky shit, and the animations look like trash, which is crazy because the animations are pretty good in a lot of other aspects. I think they need to change the animations. To be honest.
Who humming? Oh,
That was Dante. Dante's going crazy over there.
I like playing the multiplayer mode on that too. I fell in love with that multiplayer mode.
Yeah, I gotta get into it. I mean, I played it for a minute, and I was getting like okay-ish multiplayer mods, but I couldn't. I didn't have the shit to use them with. This game gave me a dread mod, Dante, before I even know what the fuck a dread is or even how to get it. Not a dread, despair. Remember? I gave you that despair mod, and I thought it was cool. I'm like, I need to find the despair, man. And you're like, well, you gotta find the stalker, you gotta beat him, and then it's not even guaranteed. And then,
Dude,
like,
what's going
dude,
on
like,
with you, man? You
go ahead.
tripping. No, not you, not you. You can go ahead. You got me downloading it again. I stopped playing it for a reason, but now it's your fault. I gotta put it back.
Alright, man.
It's your
They got a lot of new stuff. Have you tried the Plains of Eidolon yet?
fault.
It doesn't sound like it. You hesitated. It's like a big open world space. You can run around, shoot Grenier in. Well, okay, dev repeater. I'm just gonna repeat everything here. It's essentially open world compared to the rest of the game as of now. And yes, they don't like to that's the technicality of this situation.
Ooh, a disco bomb. Look, everybody on YouTube, I got a bloody fucking disco bomb. Fucking legendary sniper. I'm sorry, bro.
You know
I'm
what,
playing.
Dante? I know you want to slap me, but that's a goal you're never gonna accomplish. You never slap me.
I will.
Cause I'm Fabio, the Oreo Fairy. No. Fabio.
I got a legendary sniper rifle. That's badass.
Nice.
Just like if you play Paladins and Overwatch, it's a knockoff of Overwatch. But the people down here that made it, they was going through the court thing right now.
Oh, they getting sued from Overwatch?
No, Overwatch is suing freaking the people that made it down here in Georgia. Made Paladin. Paladin is like a knockoff of Overwatch.
No, yeah, I've seen it.
The characters and everything. So they said, we finna take out a court. They said, find them. Do it. We don't care. And they took their asses to court.
I personally feel like, regardless of whether, I feel like they shouldn't be able to do that.
Well, if it's almost like trying to say stealing your name.
That's like saying, like, the people who made Donkey Kong, even though, yeah, I know it's Nintendo, but let's just say, the people who made, like, Donkey Kong or Mario Brothers, like, and then whoever else made side-scrolling platformers, should they get sued? Like, you know, I mean, yeah, sure, it's probably, like, and everyone's got their Mario.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they didn't use any characters. They might use similar mechanics, but if it's, like, coded differently, like, you know, there's not really anything they can do, like, in my opinion. They might have copied a certain structure or setup, but, like, that's the thing. Like, why should a company be able to, like, essentially monopolize the idea of a first-person mobile game? Which is, you know, kind of like, it's, what's that one game everyone stopped playing that I never played? League of Legends. Like, you know,
yeah.
So it's like a first-person version of that. That's essentially what it is, like, to, like, the best of my ability to describe it. So why should they hold the, like, you know, the rights to make a game that's like that? No, that's even like that. Like, you know, I mean, the game should be able to be similar. And sure, there's a tortoise dude that shoots a cannon thing and grapples people, a lot like Roadhog, but, you know, oh well.
Well, at least you brought it up like that. I think, I can't really know the name of the company. I just know it's made in Georgia because I got the game on here. And Overwatch, they went to court about that, but then they said our mechanic race, like you said, it's different. Which as it is, it's 100% different. You know what I mean? 100% different, man. Overwatch, you have to pay for almost every character you might want or get new skin. With with
I
this
think
one,
you should be able to sue people for suing you. Like if someone sues you and like they're not in the right? Like I mean, and it really just
right?
depends on no, literally. If they're not in the right? It usually kind of depends on how good the lawyer is that you have or how much money you're willing to spend. The argument of why you need to get sued versus why you shouldn't get sued. But like, if someone sues you with like, and they don't have a valid like point or whatever, and it fails in court, you should be able to turn around. Like, I guess there is countersuing. I guess that is a thing, but it usually has to be for some other arbitrary reason. I just want to sue a motherfucker for suing me because now my name's getting dragged through the dirt. Like, you know, I'm having to pay for all this court costs. Got to pay for them court costs. So I'd say.
But you should try to play Paladins, man. You might like it.
No, I've tried it. It's not bad. Like, it's not exactly me, but I do like a couple characters in there. I like that one chick that's got the knives. She goes invisible.
Oh, I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah, she's more or less the Genji clone. And
Bad behind.
then there's that one chick with the, it's like a bolt action like rifle. She's hot. She and her special is like she holds out the rifle and then shoots like a giant beam like real quick. Can't remember her name. She got like white hair and
Vera?
shit.
Vera.
Maybe. It's a dope ass like bolt action like rifle thing she's got that's got like crystal bullets or some shit.
It's almost every one of them characters use crystals as the ammunition. All of them.
I mean, those like the rifle looks like it's got like it's made of crystals on some part of it. Like I'm talking about Paladins.
Yeah, that's who you talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope as fuck. I like her slide. Like I like the ability. She's actually one of the most unique characters. Vivian, isn't she the huntress? Oh, you talking about the
Vivian don't have 80 rounds in her bullets.
Is she the one with the bearskin coat?
No, Vivian is one of like the second newest character that was the only new character, and she got a big ass gun, and it carries 70 rounds, but you can make it carry up to 100. And she got a big ass, but get to the case is, she have a big ass. But
okay.
I'm sorry, she got a big ass. Yeah, she got a really big ass, and
Alright, look her up.
Sky, everybody loves Sky. Now, if you play with
Yeah, no, Sky.
If you play with Sky,
is this guy the purple haired girl?
it's the one that teases all the males, even the females. It's that bitch.
One thing that like annoys the piss out of me is how they all say their dumbass names. Like when you click on them, I'm like, can't you just have a narrator say their name?
No.
Like,
you
why
can.
would I say my own name if I was a character? This like it takes me out of the. Say what?
You can, but you have to
I
pay
hate it
for
how
it.
they're like Sky, and or it's like or however she sounds or like, and then it's all like who else? I don't know any other characters' names, but I just hate it. I hate it. I don't know why I hate it, but I hate it.
Man,
Like
I don't like
cheesy,
Virtual,
like,
man.
Saturday morning cartoon. I don't hate the game though. I did play it. It was interesting and fun.
I don't like Victor. Some reason I do not like Victor. He too much like one of the characters off Call of Duty. He don't.
Soldier 76. Young punks, get off my lawn. I'm not your father.
There's one thing about Victor. I believe they should have done it with all the characters' weapons, but Victor and freaking Vera is basically the only two that I know that got iron sights on their guns. The rest of them don't. And that's not fair. Just like the fucking black guy, Luke, Lex. Yeah, Lex. Man, I hate that motherfucker because he moves fast as hell. And then he be sliding. Like, you shoot him, they'll run.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Lex, Paladin. Man, that nigga is a nasty motherfucker. I believe they had to make one black guy on that game the most hated motherfucker, and they did it. They did it.
I was gonna say that's the black guy, but you were like that N word. Like I'm like I don't want to ask that question now. Like, cause then no, but like,
No,
no,
man,
he's a dope character. The guy with the dual pistols.
man, he's not a dope character, man. They made him the most hated character to me for a black guy.
I think it looks cool.
He the only one that got the ability to slide.
Oh, I don't know him, but like particular, like what did you say his name was?
Lex.
Lex from Paladins.
Yeah, and that motherfucker be sliding, boy. If somebody know how to play with him, they'll Then when you turn around inside to shoot them, they get down, they gone. He be running with the guns up in there.
Slide to the left. Slide to the left.
They still do, bruh. Not too long ago, I just got done playing the game, man. Man, tell your brother stop making the black brother the most hated brother on the game. We don't do that to each other. We love each other. Man, I can play with Willow. I can play with all of them. Sky, definitely Sky, man. I can't play with Sky because there's too many boys at the time that likes her, be flirting with her. And I don't be having no time to goddamn run away from them and get killed, you know? And she's a goddamn cock teaser, man. She's a fucking cock teaser. I might play with some of that. I might play with some freaking Paladins. I don't know why I'm playing this crazy game. A game that I know I keep deleting and I'm trying to see can I get anybody to watch my no. What? Let's start with an F. Yeah, that game. See, I can't even remember the damn game name. That's how bad I don't like it. But I'm only doing it trying to get people. I'm only doing it just to get people to watch my live screen, but I don't get nobody to watch my live screen. That's some bullshit. Even with Warframe, I tell you not, bro. I got one game on there with me playing Warframe. I don't got no reviews, none whatsoever. Like, okay, play Warframe on my days off. And I also did that with DC Universe, Batman, GTA. Now I can get some people to watch me play GTA, but I can't stand fucking GTA. Just can't stand that fucking game to save my life. You better make Grand Theft Auto 6 the best goddamn game of all time. That's all I can say.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was pretty dope.
No, it's not.
Good story.
The campaign mode is dope. The online mode is a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, but that's the game. Like, campaign. That's why it's supposed to be played. Online is just an add-on. Just to get people multiplayer. So they make the game relevant for that much longer.
Man, that game been relevant for almost 5 years now. That game been out for 5 years, bro. They did a recall on freaking GTA 6.
A recall? You mean it's been postponed?
No, a recall. I mean they wasn't gonna release it. They wanted to do some more add-ons to it, and then they wanted to wait for the next new consoles to come out for it. Like the PS5 will be coming out next year. They really be talking about it at the E3 like that. Xbox gonna be put out the same again, but PlayStation's on top of their shit right now. I'm telling you, look up P5, look up PlayStation 5, and you'll see why I say that shit would be off the lead. Xbox shit would be off the lead. And Xbox just recently came out with a new badass console, right? I feel bad for them. Really do. Backwards compatibility, 4K resolution, 2 TB. Yeah, that's the only thing that's gonna separate this from that one. Oh yeah, and then they're gonna try to make the VR work even better. So they're gonna have a lot more games supposed to be coming out for the VRs and shit like that.
Sorry, my bad. I'm kind of in the middle of selling something. I blank out like I gotta put all my concentration into typing words. My bad.
I'm not gonna die by nobody this time. Oh, he left. Oh no.
He'll be back. He just had bad reception.
I hate when they be running up on you. I be having the most baddest fucking loot on this game. That's why I stopped playing this game. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. You finna get off my shit right now.